That's something. Oh, pretty good. Yeah, way better together.
How does it look?
Yeah, I like it. Oh, I like those. Hey, sister, girl, somebody is here already. Y'all can see my little weight loss. Bless God. You know, guys. Jesus? Yes. When I stood against you, I took that. Hey, Sister Girl State. Welcome to show 8 of Sister Girl Sessions with Daniel Q. Kinsey Agumala-Sway and the Kitchen. I have a running joke. I make all my guests try to say my last name. Say it again. Agumala-Sway. Agumala-Sway. She did perfect. She did perfect. That's that family thing. That's the family thing. I'm so excited, y'all, because today, this is the first show that I've done with family, right? Y'all know I'm transparent, I'm open all the time. And so I'm not gonna put all our business out, but I'll put a little bit of our business out, right? But I'm only gonna do it because I know that whoever's watching, that it will bless them and help them with their family. When I reached out to my cousin, I was hella nervous. I was hella nervous because I knew that I had to take responsibility with some of the things that's happening when it comes to our family. So when I first reached out to her, the first thing I did was apologize because I won't get into details, but all I know is that I wanted her to know just how much I loved her, how much I miss her, how much I miss our family just being together. And so I knew that this show would be big. And so all week, I don't know about you, but the warfare that I experienced getting to this show today was crazy. It was. Was it for you?
One thing after another, I swear, just like my car ain't working. Hopefully I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
You know what?
Yes, it was so much you went on this week, and I knew that we was gonna do our big work today. I knew we was gonna do our good work, right? So my cousin is a chef, right? And this is the first time I'm tasting her food, and she does infused food, right? Tell me what this is so we can show the people.
So this is a cannabis pineapple lemonade. So it's just a regular pineapple lemonade that I put some cannabis in.
Okay, and this is I drunk this one, so now I'm trying the
cinnamon brown sugar.
Okay, so while we eating it, we're gonna be talking, all right? Because we got a lot catching up to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel like we know a lot of each other's stories, but it's some stuff that whatever most traumatic event that changed the course of your life.
Ooh.
Not all of these ones.
The most traumatic experience that changed my life, I would say, would be having my oldest. Having my oldest. Because just that whole experience of being 14 and dealing with that and being pregnant and things like that and knowing that it would impact my life eventually.
And we come from religion going to blow over, or it was going to be welcome. And it was so long ago, I can't even remember the reaction. Do you remember the initial reaction? I don't even remember the initial reaction.
Like in anything, you're 14, so but I'm just happy that with that she has become one of the biggest blessings in it all.
Okay. Number 2. What song soundtrack do you like right now?
So what is it? What's that Drake song? It's off of his soundtrack.
Okay.
And I don't know written down, but
what's the lyrics? What makes it?
Now I'm drawing a blank. But it's 2 albums, Only Friends in the Industry. That one, and then the other one where it's
so why do Only Friends speak to you?
Because I just went through a whole thing where as though I literally have cleaned out my whole entire friends list. Like when I tell you, from best friends, childhood best friends, gone. Even having a fiance, gone. To having just people around me that I thought could be friends, gone. Like
so you just cleaned out.
I've just been cleaning out and healing myself because I realized that, in this season, it's better to have people around me that's gonna want growth, not people that's gonna steal from me or people that's gonna take this and run with it and different things like that. I want people we growing together.
Yes. I feel you, and you just don't know. I know we haven't talked about it personally, but I have definitely been going through that in the last probably year of my life.
Okay.
Like people that I consider to be like best friends or close that I really had to just shed. And it happened in a way that blew up in such a way that I didn't expect. And I feel like, how you might be feeling like this person should have been left. Or they should have been gone.
But the red flags thing, the red flags, we keep ignoring, and then we come back to it. I'm not going to say, no, they meant it. We just decided to,
Yes. And then when that thing hit, it was like, I couldn't do nothing but go. Because the disrespect was so loud, I couldn't even deal with it.
It's like, who, me? Oh, no. We gotta move from that point.
And then you experienced that in love too?
Yeah.
Fiance.
When a person, so he's a great guy, don't get me wrong, but you can't force a person to love you in the way that you need to be loved. So, and from that point, it's just like, come on, I know God got big out there. So.
And that's true. When you said that, it made me feel okay. So you need that first marriage. But when you cannot force someone to be something that they're not.
Yep.
You cannot.
Yep.
You cannot force someone to be someone they cannot. And I guess, people call it settlement. And I felt like I did that in my first marriage because I felt like I just had to do it. We were raised in, like I said, a very religious family where getting married was the goal. That was the goal. Like it was embedded in us in an age that's crazy. So that's all that I felt like we had to inspire. You want to live in sin. And I think that's the only thing I could say that made me make that decision because I really wanted to be in line with God and it wasn't for me at all. So it hurts, especially when you keep that type of situation going for years. The longer you keep it going, I feel like the worse it is when it's time to break away.
Yep.
It's time. Those soul ties are serious.
Yeah.
So wow. Okay. All right, let's take a break so we can start this food because I'm hungry. I want to taste this food, y'all. So we're gonna do a break with the questions and we're gonna open up. So what do we have now?
So those are infused honey jack queens.
Yo, the packaging is lovely. I'm gonna put all her information on my social media so you guys And I got my sis with me, Kelly. She's gonna come eat with us too. So this is the sauce.
So it's already sauce on there,
Okay.
and it's a little extra in the bowl.
Okay.
But that's just
Hold on, y'all. Let me
just
put my
an
little
extra.
pinky finger in me. Oh, sweet Jesus, I fit it. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you, Jesus. I give praise for all things. In all things, we get praise. Thank you, Jesus. Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to, cute and everything because we're on this
Oh
camera.
no, you can't eat cute when you eating chicken, honey. Chicken is just it's never gonna be
Now, this is a Johnny, the Jack Daniel wings.
Honey Jack. Honey Jack.
This is real honey.
This is my number one selling chicken.
Oh, I see. Wow.
So if you were a honey barbecue and a honey obey, just to keep it on the kids level, But
That's what you use for my.
oh yeah, the
candy.
candy.
Yeah, I mean no pieces. We live.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Oh, geez. Okay, y'all. Now, back to the question. I'm gonna eat and ask questions, y'all. What is the best piece of advice that a sister girl gave to you? Best piece of advice.
One of my chefs in school, she told me I belong there. I'm gonna cry
Go here, we got the tissue girl.
because when I was in school, I went through a lot. Just because sometimes you could feel like that's your place, but then things happen and you're like, wait a minute, is this really where I'm supposed to be? She pulled me to the side and she's like, nobody tell you your gift is not where it's supposed to be. And then I did this lady turned 70 years old. And after she finished eating the food, she was like, you got blessed hands. And all I could think about was our grandmother. They say, oh, she cooked all the time. And I don't remember her cooking or anything like that, but I remember oatmeal bath. Every time I smell oatmeal, I think about oatmeal baths because my mama says all the time when so Nate was just born, so she sent me over to grandma's house and she would give me oatmeal baths. So every time I smell oatmeal, I just think of her. And you know how they say when you season and let the gods just stop you. And I'd be like, Grandma, when do I stop? Literally. And
It's funny. Funny that you do that because I still talk to my grandmother from time to time. Me and Lindsay used to have, Lindsay's our first cousin, y'all, and we used to always have conversations about grandma. We all both used to say how we just used to talk to her, just like we were talking to anybody else. So the fact that you mentioned her, that was wow. And you are blessed. I just remember as a little girl, you did everything. You were so energized, you sung. And I remember that because when we had our family ministry, her dad was the pastor. My mom served as like a co-pastor, right? And both of us, like, if no one else didn't do it, Danielle and the Keche did it. I remember I had I did Bible study, I did choir, Keche did choir. I mean, we were faithful in our parents' ministry. And I always knew that whatever our light meant something, and our light was of God. So I'm glad that lady reminded you of just who you are and that you are, because you've always been talented and everything. Girl, let me crying. Let me hold on. I got the fan for my lashes, y'all. Listen. Oh, okay. Now, who was the sister girl who changed your life?
I don't know. Well, I would say my chef Megan because from her, like when I think of No, it wasn't. She is a major role in phenomenal as a person, as a chef, and teaching really is a gift of hers. But when I was applying to culinary school, I was still unsure if that's what I was supposed to do because people always say when you go to culinary school, it kind of takes away your passion for cooking.
Oh, really?
And so that's what I didn't want to happen.
Right. To make it, it's like a science, like
Because it's like okay, how you cook in school is not necessarily how you cook at home. It's just so it is a science and then recipe based. And like for instance, I probably would never go cook in a restaurant.
Really?
Just because it's so straightforward to the point that I want something there so I can always put my own flair on it to make it mine. And when you're cooking on the line or whatever, it's just like, okay, it's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over. And this is why I do custom meals. This is why I do not have a set menu. Because thank you. I want chicken. I want this, that, and the third. What flavors do you work with? And I was like, oh, well, let me come up with something. I like to make your experience different than the experience that your friend might have had, or something like that, because it makes it more personable to you. So, and it always brings them back.
I love that. I love that. But okay, so when you cook, my mom is something our grandmother used to say too. So the main ingredient should be love. My mother always tell me. So do you cook like that?
Yeah. So for me, when I'm in the kitchen, like if my heart's not there, it's not going to come out the same way. So for me, and I go through levels of cooking. I always start off with gospel. Always give thanks first, and that's as I'm doing food prep. As I'm moving to love, then I might get a little ratchet. Yeah. And I'm cleaning it up and packing it and everything. So it's just like it's levels to it because I feel like when you're food prepping, the prep is the main part.
Okay.
So once you get everything together, and I'm like, oh, God, we cutting these potatoes, we singing praise, and now we start to get a little bit of, all right, it's time to pour the wine. It's time to, because my slogan is cooking with love, wine, and music. So I'm just always, and the kids know once that music on, mom in the kitchen. Boom.
Yes. I love it. Okay, yo, we're gonna go for the break. I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna go to the tea spillage in a minute.
And strong without the camera. So let me know. Strong.
Marsha. Almost done. Sylvan, I was telling Kenny, like, when we were growing up, they did not have songs that uplift dark skin. Yeah. So this song is something special. Yeah. All right, y'all, it's my favorite part of the show. So we got time for us to spill the tea. Yes. This week, I had fun this week. Listen, but when I was seeing, you don't remember that? What I believe? She's yes, it's joyous because she's 42, and she shared a couple times how it's been hard for her and her husband to find. Okay. So I am, but y'all, let's talk about we talked about this a little bit. People not checking for Eve once she married the white man, and I thought that was real trite. I really, what do y'all think about that?
I mean, there's a lot of our 90s celebrities that's coming back. So she wasn't one that was coming back as much as the other one, but I think with DMX piece, and she showed, you know what I'm saying?
So you trying to say like this? That's what you said. You was talking. I'm right. I'm always checking.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm talking about in the, now some of the old ones are coming back, whether the love and hip hop, they're making that sound more relevant.
The verses thing, y'all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they all are having this cycle.
That's because more of the younger generation is now realizing who they are. Right. Because a lot of the young generation, they just know the baby and the newer people.
We don't know.
The ones I don't exactly know, but they don't know where even the new artists have even sampled from the older artists and stuff like that. So now they're like,
I remember when they first did that. That was something new.
That's how I acted when Barry White came out with Crazy What You Preach. Okay, that came out when we were young, right? I was like, Mom, right? I was like, nah, it's this new guy out. His name Barry White. And she looked at me like, new? Barry White. So I felt like, oh, hey. Okay, so what's the second T spelling? We're talking about Bow Wow. Bow Wow is being a diva. Okay, like he do best. He's being a diva, and he's saying that he don't want to go out and perform because they only giving him 15 minutes. Right. So who's on the bill? Who's on the bill? Is Bow Wow, B2K. Wow. Did y'all see Little Fizz apologize?
That's been long over. First off, it shouldn't have been an apology because he shouldn't even cross the lines, but that's neither here or there.
So, do you agree with him apologizing publicly? Or you think that it should have just been a conversation they had?
I feel like it should have had some. All right, so I feel like this. Some people only apologize publicly only because they're in the limelight. Like if it never blew up to that aspect, or like if certain people didn't have problems with it, you would have never reached that apology.
Or he needed that check for this tour. To get that money.
That publicity stuff.
So who y'all blame? Fizz or
April? Because number one, I feel like it was messy on both ends.
What about you? Who you blame?
Both, but no, both.
Well, should April make an apology? You know,
She's definitely.
she's not. I don't think April
Like,
should do
when
that.
she's gonna be concerned about it, she's not gonna apologize.
I don't think she'll apologize. But okay, let's go back to the right. So I think he was mad because he felt as if he wasn't getting enough time on the stage. And in my opinion, and he was saying these big words, y'all, like it was a big kerfuffle, right? And I'm educated, so if you don't know what kerfuffle is, it means fight. So they had this kerfuffle. And him and Orion. But I'm like, wow, you can't even fight with Orion. Because for real, them girls are there to see Orion.
Yeah.
Like seriously, if I would buy tickets for that show, I would be excited to see Orion and that boy from Pretty Ricky.
I feel like 15 minutes is a very long time when you're on stage. It's a difference between, we have this meme out that says you never know how long a minute is till you gotta exercise. So 15 minutes is a very long time at the end of the day. You're still getting paid, and I feel like the amount of songs that you really have a hit to can be done in those 15 minutes. So why are you complaining about it?
That is some classy shit, cousin. That's some classy ass shit. Bow, you hear what she said? Stop whining and just go perform your 15 minutes. You know that? Right. And you know they need it.
That's it. But I also feel like Bow Wow has a lot of mental health issues that come with being a childhood star.
Okay.
And come with being overlooked. Because he's done some things to try to get attention in ways that he shouldn't necessarily.
True.
So I feel like
when he died, he's only a lollipop right now, right?
So
because we did the good. What's some of the songs? I don't even know. So
listen,
what we playing with Bow Wow like he did not have
he did. I feel like this thing is great.
It's that food can get in y'all. Because I don't know why I can't make $1. Little Bow Wow. You just don't know. You want to be food song? Hey, yo, I can't do that. Was it? What's the one he did with Chris Brown and the big one, y'all? It was a real big one. Was it Girl Like Me or something? Jesus.
Only thing that keeps me up.
Oh.
When I'm feeling down.
Hey. So he got some hits. He got some hits. And I think that he made a comment like he started that whole wave for like, I guess Soulja Boy and BTK. Okay. So I understand what because he compared to them, he is the veteran. He started when he was literally 5. And so I do understand him, like, put some respect on my goddamn name. Yeah. Like I am, I don't even call himself. I call him Chad. I want to call him Chad because he's a grown ass man now. So we should call him Chad Moss. You know, I don't maybe he's so bad about it. Maybe he just give up and push her out there because and her mother dance. Mm-hmm. And her mother dance.
I also feel like we know that ain't going to but I feel like
sorry, Keche. Sorry.
But I mean I think Keche is very gorgeous and handsome, but I just feel like Yeah, too. Like you got that rough, raggedy look. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, we know what kind of image Future portrays for the women. I mean, after he did what he did to Sierra and stuff, I'm always gonna be on Sierra's side. So
I think Sierra did so, but she didn't got her. Like she won. She didn't win the jackpot. He's rich. He made history, y'all. He's a football player. What did he do? He did like 100 yards
something. And yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Russell. Alright, which one? This is the last one, right? I've been having so much fun with these fellas, y'all. Okay, let's do the last one. So I think you sent me Chloe and Tristan. Okay, so Chloe, y'all know I love the Kardashians. You like the Kardashians?
Yeah, they're cool. I don't got no problem with them.
So she won another baby, right? Husband taking pictures and we're supposed to be talking.
Was Tristan?
Yes.
Well, you know, they like to have all their kids by one person.
I was going to say black man. I was going to say by black.
I mean, that's
what I was going to say.
That too, but they like to have them all with the same person, whether they.
You're right. You're right. Okay, that's honorable, right? Okay, because I guess nobody won, you know. Well, I just want to
my biggest thing is if you're gonna take the man back, why do all of this to degrade his image thing?
You think she was?
I feel like that whole they're all I just feel like if you're gonna take the man back at the end of the day, what's the point in just doing all this big news stuff just what?
But I think that she was, because it wasn't her choice to have this exposed. She wasn't going to expose him dating her sister's best friend. So I felt like she was forced to not drag his name, but she was forced to address it to a point where she played the victim, right? To make herself look like, I guess, the victim. Because you got a girl who is your sister's best friend. She had to play the victim. She just had to. And I think it worked in her favor. So I don't necessarily think she dragged his name. I just think she tried to stay private. I think the Kardashians are smart business women. They're selfish. And they tend to make themselves look innocent.
I agree to that.
So, but what do you feel like? I think the girl is cute on a superficial level. I think the little girl's cute that they share together.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So it's not that hard.
Does he want her or does he want the benefits that come with her? Because it would be very smart to have a Kardashian. Because they are smart.
Hell yeah, Lamar needed that. Lamar needed them.
And he's still doing little stuff that jump on her name.
I know. Listen, Lamar, if you listening, and you probably not, but if you don't know, brother, that man is in love. He is never going to not be in love with that girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was his one.
So y'all for her having the second baby with him.
Hey, it's your humanity. Do what you want.
But she did say that she wanted to do surrogacy. And now I feel like
she had a lot of work done.
That's what you think it is?
Yeah.
So
she don't look like no Chloe.
You're right. Her body do look good. She like her trying to mess up. Mm-hmm. But she's trying to say that she has problems carrying the child. The same thing.
Whatever. They just don't want to mess them bodies up.
Yeah. We be back. End of the show. Yes, Mary. That's my song too. Okay, y'all, welcome back. We just jumped in. We just finished the tea spillage and we're about to wrap everything all up. Today, I've been having so much fun with my cousin, Chef Keche. I done had her wings, her Jack Daniel wings. These things was hidden. I didn't get to the food yet. I done had, so far, I had the pineapple lemonade, and I had the cinnamon brown. And she does, this is a strawberry brownie, right? And see, it has lemon, taste that lemon too, and white chocolate. Thank you, Jesus. Every time I take food and it's good, I always think of Jesus. Everybody at work look at me like I'm crazy, but I have to thank God for everything, every good thing. Praise God. Woo! I'm keeping this. Ooh, Jesus.
That tastes like juice.
Mm. Oh, I'm gonna be on my ass tonight. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guys. Okay, Jesus. Now, with everything that you have been through, what piece of advice would you give the younger sisters?
Keep going. Even it's always going to be an obstacle, but just because there's an obstacle doesn't mean that you still won't reach those goals. If God gives you a vision, it's for a purpose. So to keep striving to get to that purpose that God gave you, because that vision, that's what He wants you to be.
Girl, you preaching today. You're making me proud. You over there looking like Linda. I keep looking at. I keep saying, "Oh, Linda." People say I look like almost shit on Ellen. It's a family thing. It's a family. There's all this gorgeous and chocolate that's all up in here. Okay. So now I usually don't ask people this last question because people don't like that I've been in their business, but I'm doing it anyway because you my family. I can be in business a little bit. Now, who who is the love of your life?
I don't know one. It was this guy, we really liked him, and then he just ghosted me. Well, no, I'm not gonna say he ghosted me. I posed the question of, I feel like it kind of weaned off because I'm an ex. Do you still have relations with your female people?
Me too. I'm asking all the questions. Yes.
And his response, and I gave my response, and then next thing you know, we kind of didn't talk as much. And I was like, oh, see, he had a problem with the thing that I listened to. Because I feel like if we're gonna co-parent, we're gonna co-parent. I don't want to dip into. I just don't feel like, because then I feel like, oh, you get the bitterness when somebody else come around, and then you want to keep the. I ain't got time for all that. Yeah, if you still want it, keep it moving, baby. I'm good.
Okay. Let me talk to the younger sister girls. Okay, who having problems with that type of shit. Okay, so I was once married, and of course, dealing with that co-parenting while you both dating, right? And still dipping back or emotionally attached, and it's messing up your new situation here. So let me just say, if it's over, let it go. Just let it, just save yourself. Because you left for a reason, girl. You really did. Okay? He ain't changed. He ain't doing nothing better with himself. It is over. Let it go. Yes. That's it. No, we're doing a good preaching right now. Okay. I don't even want this to end. It's over. It's our hours up. It's over. Promise to come back and do this with me.
Yes, I promise you're gonna take the food.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me do regular because I'm already buzzed. Okay. I'm already buzzed. I'm going to go ahead and do the regular. Kelly, how you feeling up with the infused? You feeling good? You're so calm and collected. I'm good.
She been sipping though.
Oh.
She been taking a little sip.
But I feel like I'm always a whole bunch of energy. She got to be the calming out dynamic, right? Because she got to be the one that's cool. And let's see. Oh my God. This looks like a blessing. What is this? Hold up, guys. What is this?
Okay, so this is roasted potatoes.
Yo, look at this. Oh, Grandma proud. Marsha proud. June is proud. Linda is proud. Isla is proud. Michael is proud. Catherine is proud. Listen. Oh.
So it's salmon with some crab meat and seafood sauce. And then roasted potatoes. And then roasted vegetables. Carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and asparagus.
Listen. I'm promoting this all week, all month. Y'all got to call my cousin. This looks good. Hold up. Get it? I'm gonna feel asparagus. Heard rock, potatoes, the corn. I'm gonna feel asparagus. Heard rock, potatoes, the corn, Jesus. Them potatoes are nice and moist and dry. Sorry, hey. Sorry, looking down. Look good.
Thank you.
Speaking of my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt was watching. I'm also beginning, but we're gonna be happy with me and the future. We just want to say we ain't gonna call everybody's name because it's too many. All right, all the countries know we love them. Man, you know what? Let's do names.
Okay.
Let's go from the oldest to the youngest. The oldest is Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki, Michael J.
Okay.
Antonella.
Okay.
Who next? Where's Antonella? What's that? Is it Brittany? Okay, I want to say Brittany.
Okay.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Me, Danielle. Whitney. Brandon. Brandon's at the Whitney. Okay. Whitney, Brandon. All right, you go. Where Paige at?
Paige would be after Whitney, right?
Yo, yeah. Whitney, Paige, Brandon,
Okay, Brandon. Then where's
Malcolm.
wait, is that
Where you at? Jesus. Too many of us. You are in front of.
I'm the youngest girl. That's all I know.
You are the youngest girl. So you got the Paige. So with Paige, Keche, Malcolm. Oh, well, that's not right. But I'm just naming y'all, okay? Right? No. Who's the Malcolm?
Nate.
Nate.
Um,
Did we get everyone? Nate's the youngest out of all of us?
yeah.
Wow. Nate is the baby out of all of us?
Yeah. Because is either Nate or Malcolm? Which one is the Malcolm's older than Nate, right?
Right. So it's Nate. Nate is the baby. So that's all the first cousins. So we did this for all of us. We love everyone. You want to say?
Just thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having me. This was fun. I really enjoyed myself.
She's gonna come back. I'm gonna make her come back. All right. I'm gonna make her come back.
I really did.
And so maybe we know Paige is out of town, but maybe we can get her
Okay.
like go live with her.
Okay.
Because Paige is faithful in watching too, Whitney too, Brittany too. Everyone is supportive. Everyone always call and support me and just let me know they love me. So I want everyone to have a chance to do it. Maybe like one day we just do a big show. That's gonna be a lot of crazy because we all crazy. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna first let's just work on having like a cousin outing.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have like a cousin outing, yeah, and drink because we all like to drink.
Yeah.
Yes. So God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. I am happy. I'm full. I am buzzed. I love everything and everybody right now. Come on, baby. Let's close this out. My wig lifting up. But I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for supporting me. This is show 8, and it's getting better every time. And I appreciate everybody's support. So let me go out with the Black Anthem.
Okay.
You Keche, chef, Keche. I'm gonna put all her stuff in there. So Keche, and her Facebook is Keche Anderson. I'm gonna make sure I tag her there. Before I don't know why. My scarf. Bye.